Well, over the last few weeks, a lot of people have been watching this video I've made in a few days, and they got their comments. Stop bitching. Stop crying. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't know why you crying. Look at this old sad ass nigga and shit like that. Now, first of all, I'm not gonna kill nobody. You get that out of the way right now. Second of all, I wasn't crying for myself. The whole thing with me showing emotion is because I have emotions. See what I'm saying? Now, when you do anything, and somebody told me, especially when it comes to our music, when we do our music, if it ain't real, people can't feel it. So I hype myself up to cry and, ooh, I shouldn't have been doing this and I shouldn't have been doing that. Those people who watch that video and not understand the video has got to understand this. Jesus cried for everybody. If there was a Jesus, right? Sometimes you have to make a sacrifice to go forward. What kind of sacrifice did I make? I expressed myself to everyone out there who could understand the feelings I was expressing. That was fear. I was scared for every one of us. And I'm still scared for every one of us. And like people said, we vote on the people who govern us and we vote on the laws that govern us. This is true. And like I said, word your wishes correctly. Because what we say is cool today is not going to be cool tomorrow. What we say is good now will not be good tomorrow. What we say is bad, someone in power may think that's good. In other words, I think it would be bad for every American to have to pay to dial 911. I think that's bad when it comes out of our taxpayer dollars. But where I'm living at, it's proposed that each and every household pay $600 a year for the opportunity to call for services. If your house catch on fire, if your child is missing, why are we putting people in position to fleece us? And most of the time, these people live better than most of us. They come from a different class of people than most of us. And when I show expression of emotion, it's not solely for myself. I'm not hurting that bad. But as a whole, we are all hurting worse than that scene that you saw me crying about. We are in a worse position than what I've even let be known. And then I said, if any state or county places stipulations upon you, copy your papers, copy the documents. Whenever somebody has wronged you and it's paper, there's a paper trail of you getting your shit handed to you. If there's a paper trail of you being punked, bitched, fleeced, extorted, you show the world how the system extorts people. Then change comes. We can all vote on something and think it's great and fine and dandy. But when you get that third strike for no apparent reason at all, then you'll understand. But you know, like they say about criminals, how many people do criminal activities every day? What is considered criminal? That glass of wine at lunch and while you're driving back to the office, that's a criminal offense. And people look at me and assume, oh, just this broken, tired ass man. He don't know what to do in life. He's just so distraught about everything around him. If you don't like what's going on, you need to change yourself. You know what? Somebody says, I'm glad there's no cameras on every pole in America. I wish there was cameras on every pole in America. Because if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't got to worry about the world seeing it. Can you feel me? So when somebody pulls you over and say you ran from them, or you tried to pull out a weapon, or you tried to do this, or you tried to push them, or you tried to whatever, and there's a camera watching other than the one that's in the car that they gonna say they can't find the film, oh, we don't have the tape. You folks out there you folks out there who do not understand that we are under scrutiny. They place people in jail and they incarcerate people purely for money. Of course people break the law. Of course people steal. Of course there's traffic incidents and accidents and everything. But why should people have to pay so much? Especially when, okay, the person is already supposed to be a criminal. Alright? You know the person is doing wrong to survive. How can you force that person to pay monies in which they can't obtain legally? You get it? If there's no jobs, how can you find people? Get it? If a man isn't working, how can you charge him $15,000 or $20,000 to take care of a situation? He will fail. He will be arrested. He will be incarcerated in some penitentiary for traffic tickets. Domestic violence. What is domestic violence? You and your girlfriend or you and your husband get in a shouting match. I hate you, Jim. Oh, Sarah, you bitch. That is verbal abuse. That is domestic violence. I hate you, Jim. I hate you. Get it? Do you understand what I'm saying? If someone's screaming at you and yelling at you, it's abuse. Abuse is punishable by law. Any abuse. I think I was 15 years old, and I was in the classroom, and I told the teacher, you don't know what the fuck you doing. All this shit is all fucked up in here. Move this person over there, move this person over there. You don't know what the fuck you doing. I can't even study in this classroom because you're fucking stupid. I was suspended for verbal abuse. The police showed up. Kennedy High School, Richmond, California. Don't believe me? Bam. You can't even yell at someone without breaking a law. Verbal abuse. Now, a month ago or 2 months ago, I got in an argument with somebody at the job. If they would have called the police, I would have went to jail for verbal abuse, because when I left the scene, apparently the lady was crying. She was abused. You understand the significance of ticky-tack bullshit? If you at work, and this happened to me too. My brother's ex-girlfriend she didn't know I got a job there. She walked up and slapped me on the ass, and I looked, I said, hey, Vicky, and slapped her back on the ass. I was called into the office for sexual harassment. Laws. It wasn't Vicky didn't turn me in. The supervisor said I was inappropriate for me to slap her on the ass because she had a handprint on her ass because we work with dusty stuff. And I told the lady, look at my ass. I got a dusty handprint on my ass from her. I was a kid. Yeah, that was on my record too. Sexual misconduct or some shit. See? Little small shit can prevent you. Your wife can be in the office and you walk in, people don't know you. Your first day there and you hug your wife and kiss her. Somebody else is offended by that. We live in a world where our laws are our masters and our jailers are the ones we choose. If you got any knowledge